Can this medicine really clean Delhi's air? Sanjeev Sanyal's big truth, the one no one openly talked about. A city where the sun rises in the morning, but before the light comes, the fog arrives. A city where children go to school, but along with books, there is something else in their bag, a mask. A city where before opening the window of the house, the family thinks, what is the air quality index today? And in that very city, millions of people live every day, breathe every day, and hope that maybe next winter the air will be clean. But years change, posters change, campaigns change, speeches change. And the only thing that doesn't change is the air. This is the story of Delhi. The Delhi we feel proud of, but whose air we are afraid of. And this is where a voice rises, Sanjeev Sanyal. And he says, we are fighting the wrong battle. We are blaming the wrong people. And the real problem, we don't even try to look at it. Let me tell you, Delhi's pollution is not just a seasonal issue. It's not just the smoke of winter, not just the firecrackers of a festival, not just the stubble burning of one state. It is a system failure, a planning failure of a city. And above all, it is a mindset failure. But what do? As soon as winter arrives, the same old debate begins. Diwali is responsible. Firecrackers are responsible. That state's stubble burning is responsible. And we breathe a sigh of relief thinking we have identified the culprit. The problem is that the culprit was never just one. The problem is layered, deep, uncomfortable. And that is why we avoid it. Sanjeev Sanyal clearly says, making Diwali the villain is easy. But the truth is that pollution neither starts with it nor ends with it. This is not a one-day story. If you look at the data, the day before Diwali, the day of Diwali, and the day after, all three look almost the same. So what's the point of this blame game? Maybe we've become used to satisfying ourselves by dumping the blame on some festival, some emotionally convenient target, and postponing the real work. In reality, the real villains of pollution are those things that we have started considering normal. The pointless construction dust, burning of garbage, industrial emissions, and the biggest culprit, our urban transport system. When we say Delhi Metro is world-class, it is only partially true. The train is excellent, the network is strong, the connectivity is broad. But the real film begins when you step out of the metro. And the moment you come outside, chaos welcomes you. Broken footpaths, badly designed roads, traffic madness, and the most important thing, there's simply no space to walk. Sanyal says, a public transport system cannot be effective unless its last-mile connectivity is strong. And here, people think last-mile connectivity means autos, e-rickshaws, shared vehicles. But he says, no. The real last-mile connectivity is walking. Walking is the most fundamental, cheapest, most democratic, and most powerful transport model. In the best cities of the world, people walk. Their city design respects walking. Their footpaths are not just a support system, they are the lifeline of the city. But in cities like Delhi, footpaths are often the first space to be sacrificed. We proudly say, road widening projects have begun. But Sanyal says, decode the sentence. Road widening actually means footpath narrowing. We widen roads for cars, not for people. We give breathing space to vehicles, not to humans. And the irony is that those same humans end up breathing the very air that these roads are responsible for creating. And this is where Sanjeev Sanyal tells a brutal truth. When you design a city only for cars, that city may look rich, but it can never be healthy. Car ownership reflects class, not health. Real quality of life exists in a city where a person can walk safely, where a child can walk to school on a footpath without fear, where an elderly person can take an evening walk comfortably, where streets belong not just to vehicles, but to people. And while this may sound romantic, in reality, it is the most practical idea. Because the more people walk, the fewer cars will run. The fewer cars there are, the less fuel will burn. The less fuel burns, the less pollution there will be. Sanyal says, this is the cheapest solution. No big machines needed. No billion-dollar projects. No international consultants. Just political will, civic sense, and clarity in urban planning. Build footpaths. Make them safe. Remove encroachments. Strengthen street lighting. Create a walking culture. And you will see, the city will automatically start breathing again. But the question arises, can walking alone solve pollution? The answer is no, but it is the most important pillar because it doesn't just reduce pollution, it reduces traffic. It makes road usage efficient. It improves public health. It makes cities human. And most importantly, it teaches discipline to the system. Sanyal also agrees that stubble burning is a problem. He also accepts that construction dust is dangerous. Burning garbage is a sign of system failure. But he says, along with addressing all these, we must also change our urban behavior. We need to treat our city not as a concrete jungle, but as a living organism. Delhi Metro is considered one of the best metro systems in the world today. But the metro alone cannot save the city, unless the city learns to move along with it. If the moment you step out of the metro you are surrounded by filth, broken roads, vendors, crowds, and chaos, then people will naturally choose cars. And when people choose cars, pollution is bound to increase. Sanyal also says that conversations about cities should not be led by governments, but by citizens. Because no city is built only of bricks, it is built by its people. When people start demanding, we want the right to walk, we want clean footpaths, we want pedestrian-safe cities, only then will policies be made. Otherwise, debates will continue. Hashtags will keep coming. And there, it will remain the same. If one thing is clear, it is this: pollution cannot be defeated by emotional arguments alone. It needs scientific thinking, logical planning, and practical implementation. For cities like Delhi, this battle is not just about the environment, it is about the future. It is about the air of the coming generations. Think about it. Do we want an India where children see the color of the sky blue only in books? Where grandparents must check the air quality index before taking their grandchildren to the park? Where the joy of festivals turns into guilt? Probably not. And if not, then we must accept that air purifiers are not the solution. Masks are not the permanent answer either. The real solution lies on the ground, on the roads, on the footpaths. In that simple habit we have forgotten, walking. And perhaps only when we understand that cities are not meant for cars, but for people. Only then will Delhi's air become something to be proud of, not just normal. Only then will we be able to confidently say, yes, this city can breathe. And so can we.
If our video has taught you something new, do not forget to like and share this video so that this information can reach others as well. Your likes and shares are a source of inspiration for us. If you have any questions or suggestions, please let us know in the comments. It will be our honor to answer your questions and listen to suggestions. And yes, if you like our content, subscribe to the channel and press the bell icon so that you stay connected with every new story. Thank you. GRT Business YouTube channel sources, news from various news agencies, opinion polls and other public sources. We try to ensure that every report and summary is accurate and verified, but we are not responsible for any dispute or error. Our aim is only to provide you with accurate information.